You want to turn a losing team around? You start with one thing: hope. And right now, the Toronto Blue Jays are handing out hope in small doses, signing guys nobody's really talking about, bringing in players with question marks, and somehow making it all feel like maybe, just maybe, this could work. We've got a pitcher signing that nobody saw coming, comments from Sanchez that should get you excited, and Kazuma Okamoto making his first impressions in camp. Spring training is here, games are days away, and whether you believe in this roster or not, baseball is back and the Blue Jays are making moves that deserve your attention. Let's start with the signing that caught everyone off guard. Hahn, right-handed pitcher, 36 years old, spent most of last season in AAA, owns a career 4.24 ERA in the big leagues. On paper, this sounds like a depth move you forget about in 2 weeks. But here's the thing, this guy has some of the nastiest pitch shapes you'll find anywhere. We're talking an 81-mile-per-hour sweeper with elite spin rates, a changeup that grades out as legitimately elite, and he's completely overhauled his arsenal. He's added a short slider, regained confidence in his off-speed stuff, and now he's got a deep arsenal that complements his sinker. This isn't just a guy filling out a roster spot. The Blue Jays gave him a minor league deal with an invitation to big league camp because they see something real here. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's 36. He hasn't been consistently good at the big league level, and his career numbers are average at best. But let's dig deeper. In 2020, he had a ridiculous 0.52 ERA in 17 innings with the Royals. That's not a fluke. That's elite stuff when he's healthy and locked in. He's dealt with injuries throughout his career, sure, but when he's right, he's effective. His fastball sits low to mid-90s. His curveball generates soft contact, and his advanced analytics are genuinely impressive for someone you're getting at zero risk. This is the definition of high reward, low risk. Best case scenario, he makes the big league bullpen and gives you legitimate innings. Worst case, he's organizational depth. But the Blue Jays don't sign a 36-year-old to a big league camp invite unless they think he can help them this year. And let's talk about the bullpen for a second, because there are real openings here. You've got Hoffman, Garcia, Rogers, Yohan Ramirez. Those guys are locked in. But after that, it's wide open. Tommy Nance, Brendan Little, Braden Booher, Eric Swanson, Mason Fluharty, Yohel Rodriguez, all of them are fighting for spots. If Eric Swanson shifts to a starting role like the team is preparing him for, maybe Hahn becomes your new long relief guy. Maybe he's your 7th or 8th inning option. The point is, this isn't a throwaway signing. This is a guy who could legitimately contribute, and we're going to see him compete in spring training games very soon. I actually like this move. I watched some film, looked at the numbers, and for what they're paying him, this is a smart gamble. Now let's shift gears and talk about Sanchez, because the more I learn about this guy, the more excited I get. He spoke to the media for the first time since being traded to Toronto, and his energy was contagious. He said he knew the Blue Jays were a competitive team, a team that always gives their best, and when he found out about the trade, he felt extremely happy. But here's the kicker. He heard rumors that the Blue Jays had interest in him when he was still with the Marlins. Ross Atkins even confirmed it. This wasn't a last-minute panic move. The Jays had been pursuing Sanchez for a long time, and they finally got their guy. And folks, this guy has legitimate star potential. We're talking about a player who hit a home run over 500 feet in the minor leagues. Last year, he crushed one in the high 400s. This is raw power, the kind of ceiling that gets you out of your seat. Pair him with hitting coach David Popkins, who's already proven he can unlock guys, and you might be looking at a breakout season. People keep comparing this trade to losing Joey Loperfido, and yes, Loperfido has a solid floor, but Sanchez has the ceiling. This team has needed high-ceiling players for years, and Sanchez gives them exactly that. He's not just a fill-in outfielder, he's a guy who could legitimately mash. And the chemistry is already there. He told reporters he's known Vlad Jr. for a long time. The two arrived at camp together this morning, and Sanchez looked happier than any player I've seen doing media availability in a while. This guy is thrilled to be here, and that energy matters. Clubhouse vibes matter. When you have guys who genuinely want to be there, who are excited to compete, it changes the entire dynamic of a team. And right now, The Blue Jays clubhouse looks fantastic. Then there's Kazuma Okamoto. We saw him taking swings in the batting cage today, fielding balls at third base, and David Popkins was standing there with a huge smile on his face. Okamoto met with the media and said everything has been good so far. He's trying to meet everybody, trying to be personable. This is a guy who was elite in Japan, and if he translates even a fraction of that success to the big leagues, the Blue Jays just added another middle-of-the-order threat. And in his first media session, he said something hilarious that had everyone laughing. This guy has personality, he fits the vibe, and I'm here for it. What excites me most about this roster right now is the number of variables in play. If George Springer has another solid year, if Cavan Biggio continues his resurgence, if Kazuma Okamoto breaks out, if Jesus Sanchez unlocks his power under David Popkins, if Miles Straw somehow figures it out, this team could be legitimately dangerous. I'm not saying they're World Series contenders, but for the first time in a while, there's real optimism. There are multiple paths to success here, and that's exciting. We also saw Ricky Tiedemann versus Vladimir Guerrero Jr. a couple days ago during live batting practice, and Tiedemann looks healthy. The team is going to limit his innings, so we probably won't see him in the big leagues anytime soon, but just having him healthy and progressing is a win. And speaking of wins, Joey Loperfido may be gone, but he left talking about the special combination of personalities in that clubhouse. And from everything we've seen so far, Jesus Sanchez fits right in. Spring training is underway, games are right around the corner, and the Blue Jays are making moves. Some are flashy, some are under the radar, but all of them matter. Jesse Hahn gives them bullpen depth with upside. Jesus Sanchez gives them a high-ceiling bat. Kazuma Okamoto gives them international star power. And the vibes are as high as they've been in years. Baseball is back, and the Blue Jays are giving us reasons to pay attention. Let me know what you think about these moves. Are you buying in, or do you need to see it on the field first? Either way, we're about to find out.